In this video, I'll be talking about AI form filling assistance within Power Pages site. When you add a form control within your Power Pages site, you will be presented with an option to enable the form filling assistance. Now, what this option is basically allows the user to submit the form, first pre-fill the information with already ready-made available information. So take for example, if there is a form with say 10 controls in it, okay, and you already have a pre-filled scan document with the content, you need not type in all this entry. You just need to upload an image or a document resembling those form, and then artificial intelligence will automatically fetch in those information, pre-fill the form information, and once you verify it you can submit the information. So this helps the user to fill in the form details very quickly. So as you see over here in the screen, now I have this form, full name and email, okay, and there is an upload control over here. Now in full name and email, so this is a very simple form, but then think about like if you have a form with say 15 control or 20 controls, so it will aid in data entry process. So what you can do, you can see this form fill assistance section. So if you have a form with filled entries, scanned document or a hard copy, you can upload that document over here. AI will automatically extract the information from that document and then pre-fill the entry within the form. Now you get an option to verify the information, and once you are satisfied with it you can submit those information back, right? So this is how you basically use the form fill information. And then there are other AI assistance feature like a draft assistance, but then that's not the topic for this particular segment of the video. So let's jump into the demo. So let me show you this application. So this is a simple application. Again, it has full name, email, and then there is a form fill assistance, and then you see an option called as upload a PDF or image form, and you can just submit the information. Now how to get all this thing done? So we will start very new. We will create a page, and this I'll call it as form fill assistance. So I'm creating a new page within the Power Pages site in the form named as Form Fill Assistance. Now I will add a form. Now I do not have a form, so what I'll do is like create a form named as data entry contoso with fields as name and email. So if I give this prompt to AI, it will start generating the form. Now it has already created a form called as data entry contoso, and then it has two fields, name and email. Now depending on your requirement, you can design the form accordingly, but just for the demo purpose, I've selected two fields, name and email, and I'll click on OK. So now it has created a form with name and email. Now, what the first thing what we need to do is like if we want this form to be accessible by the user, we need to set some permissions. So I'm gonna just click on new permissions, and I will set up some permission name, and I'll just name it as Copilot Data Entry Control, so Girish, and then I'll access type global or contact or account or self access, whatever you want. But then depending on this requirement, I'll just put global access, and then I'll try to give say maybe all the permission to just for authenticated users. I'll click on save. Now assume that this is a very complex form and you are automating a hard copy process and then putting it back into the system. So you want to basically simplify the data entry process. So in order to do that, we may need to make use of this particular feature called as AI form fill. Now this is enabled by default. If it is turned off, you just need to turn it on. It is currently in preview as of October 2024. Basically, it allows your site visitors to quickly fill out the selected form using information from uploaded attachments and rewrite their drafts in multi-line text fields. Okay. Now, these are the capabilities. Okay. So if I click on OK, I'll click on sync. So as you see over here, this form is now loaded. Now we have two fields, name and email. So we can fill in this information and then the data will get stored in the backend. However, we see another section called as form fill assistance. Now, if we do not want this, we can close this form fill assistance. However, this form fill assistance is basically an AI feature. It allows you to speed up the data entry process. Okay, so take for example, say if you want to fill in some information, so I'll just type in Girish and I'll say Girish at girish.com, and I will just submit this information back into the backend system. So where does it go in the system? Is like if we go into the data in Power Pages Design Studio, or if we go to make.powerpages website, you can go into the backend table, and then here you will see all the information. So now here you will see name, and if you want to see what was there in email, you can see this information. You can hide this column, and then this is where the data was stored. Now, again, going back to form fill assistance, let me add one more entry, and I'll submit this information, and the data should come over here, right in the backend. Now, what is the importance of using form fill assistance is like if you have a form, a larger form with lot of fields, you need not go ahead and manually type in this information. If you already have a scanned document of that particular form data, then you can go ahead and use this feature. Now, I have this document create. So take for example, I have the scan doc.pdf. Okay, this is one document. So if someone has already filled this form information while they were in attending a seminar or any conference or any like say hard copy which you have already created within your system, you can scan that document, create a document out of it. Now the document can be a PDF document or it can be an image document. Once you have this document, what we are going to do, we are going to ingest this document. Okay, so I'll just click on upload a PDF, and I'll go to desktop, click on scan doc, whatever document I have, and then I'll click on open. Now once I do that, it will upload the document. Now the next step is to click on fill form. So if I click on fill form, then it will start reading that document, and once that document is read, it will start filling those information. Now as you see over here, the document which I had John and John at the rate abc.com, right? So let me show you that document. Now this is the document which I had. Now it has correctly filled in those information. Now I tried to make some mistake, like I didn't write it in the proper like a legible spelling. Like as you see over here, H is not clear, or here the J is not clear, but the AI has done a pretty good job in getting those information back. So sometimes it may not recognize the text, and then in that case you have an option to review it. So it is not submitting the information back, it is just getting those information from the scanned document, and then once you are satisfied with all this information in this application, then you can go ahead and submit this information. So this is how you basically use this neat feature of AI for automatically filling up the form information. Now this is useful if you have already have a scanned copy, and you can use that as a reference for inputting the data into the system. So instead of typing in those manual text, it is very useful to just upload a scanned document, and then once that document is scanned, you will get this data registered in the backend system. So now if I just refresh the screen, as you see over here, this is the record which I've just added, john at abc.com. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically use the form fill assistance within the Power Pages site. Thanks for watching.